Okay, I got to save, not a save state, but I got a hard save right here. So we could do boss challenges. I'm not going to do that this episode because this episode requires me to recruit the flame, which I don't actually want because the. Okay, well we're gonna have to once more kill the hero. Otherwise, he's just gonna he would be at level 50 by now, you know, if I didn't curb his levels, and that wouldn't be too bad. But then it would just I'd steamroll the game. I don't want to steamroll the game. I want to have the game on a level playing field. Although, you know, I probably should get to level 25 because there are some monsters coming up that require. I think the highest level I saw for recruitment requirement is 36 or 37. That's later on in the game, though. That's not now, and I'll be able to get that. So anyway, right now, I'll just use the item like I always do, and have these guys kick my ass not wearing armor. It's fun because, you know, one round these guys take away half of my hit points, which is just fantastic. This is what happens when you don't have any armor. Yeah. In fact, I'm going to kill one of these, and then he's going to kill me. Yay! I know many people are pondering, scratching their heads as to why I keep doing this, but, you know, I have reasons. And I have reasons why I'm keeping this team. Slime, Chromio, Preston, and Michaelis, because, well, all four of these guys, well, not Chromio, really need to drive his level up and then ditch him. He'll be in the reserve for, I don't know, you could use him for endgame, because he's just that good as far as defense and then hit points based on defense. What am I doing? I am, well, tactics, show no mercy, and use no magic. Okay, we're good. Yeah. We have to get down to where the flames are, and I want to do that near the healing spring down there. As you know, so let's just take care of this and get there. In fact, maybe I should do a cut from here until I get to the spring. I might. There's a very, very low percentage chance that I'll actually recruit the flamer on the way down to the spring, which is the only reason I don't want to do it. I don't want to be constantly hitting the record button on my way down. So. I take it back. This skeleton was not the dude blocking my way. The skeleton was here when the dude was still there. But it kind of gives me the vibe that this skeleton should have been his. It should have not been there, and then it should have been his. That just would have made me feel a whole lot better. Because I didn't notice. Ooh, well, if I needed money, this would be great. I would actually be very, very happy with this type of encounter because of the $627 it just gave me. Dollars? Don't you mean gold pieces? Shekels of gold instead of shekels of silver. Yeah. A shekel of silver is probably the size of a dime of pure silver or of close to pure silver. It probably is thin too. They don't weigh much. Well, silver weighs more than the dimes. Is tin, a nickel compound, I guess is what's made it of. And I don't think we should go back to using heavy coins like that because it's very difficult to hold a lot of money, and you might say, well, yeah. It also uses metal to do it, and it's much easier to create paper money than metal money. As you know, and it's easier to carry it around. It's not just for the black market that paper money is useful. I mean, because you can hold millions of dollars in a suitcase, and you couldn't hold millions of little coins in a suitcase. The logistics is just a nightmare. It'd be way too heavy. But it's helpful for everybody. And yes, just because someone can exploit the system doesn't mean the system should go away. Oh, there's a flamer. Let's see if we recruit him. Probably not, due to the difficulty in getting him. The 1 in 64 ratio makes it a bit unlikely. Here we go. Crunch, 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 crunch. And one more crunch area, and then it'll be down there by the healing spring. And this is where I probably want to use the... right about here, I want to use the musk. So, I have 4 monsters in my party for the fighting team, 3 monsters I'm leveling up, and the hero at the moment. So, and I'm about to get the wife, so that's going to be 2 characters, human that I'm always going to have in the wagon, so I'm only going to have like 3 monsters at a time that are going to be really good for the team. Like, I could probably ditch Preston You know, because he's not a slime, so he can't have the Falcon Knife earrings. And I don't really care so much about the Falcon Knife earrings, other than that net damage they do is more than the Metal King sword currently. And they're good for killing metal slimes, which I tend to find in every cave so far. Yeah, hasn't failed. Barongo's cave, Papa's cave, and this cave. I don't know if they're in the transition cave between that area and this one. I didn't stay there long enough. Probably not. I don't call that a cave so much as a road. It's a cave road, is what it is, folks. It's not a cave. It doesn't have an end with a purpose. It's just a transition area, kind of like Talon's cave that links the continents. Only this one has monsters in it. Preston goes up to 36, 5, but 7 MP. That's good. As long as he gets 6 or more, I'm happy. Because he becomes an MP powerhouse. I just wish the Heal Slime would get Insulate or Revive. Those are the 2 spells that the King Cure Slime gets, that the others don't get. Together. Cure Slime only goes, as I've talked about it before, he only goes to level 50, so he's more viable than Heal Slime. He's just harder to recruit. I just happened to get him more early, which is good. It didn't take me that long to grind for him, and I'm glad for it. Ah, Jewel Bags. Will I ever get tired of killing you for 200 gold a pop? No, I will not. It's just so rewarding to kill you. It makes me feel awesome. Get all that money. Although I don't need the money, and maybe the most I can ever hold at one time is 1,000,000 minus 1. Clayton goes to 27. MP, HP 8. He always gets that 1 MP, of course. So he's not really a magic powerhouse, and I don't know what his skills are like. That's the Hunter mech, which you can't recruit, we know. I was mistaken on that one, but I corrected that like 2 episodes ago, so we're good. And the cousins of these guys that you can recruit are actually a fairly decent monster. I would say, yeah, you'd be fine to recruit him. All 4 of these I can recruit. Oh no! Why did you do that? Why couldn't you have killed the Flamer last? Anyway. I'm trying to get the Flamer, guys. I don't know if this is the best spot to grind for him or not. Maybe 1 down would be better. And not in the spring room, because if you're in the spring room, you don't get attacked. I mean down where the boss is, but just hang out there before you hit the boss. Maybe there'll be more flames. I'm just trying to get an encounter with all Flamers. I know it sounds wrong to say Flamers. But you know what? I'm fine. The word Flamer has been hijacked. And there's no taking it back. There's just not. Poppy goes to 20. HP 3, MP 6. That's pretty good. He goes to 30, right? I think so. I don't want you guys to summon anything because you're not going to summon the flamethrower. I think they're called. Yeah, you're not going to summon flamethrower or torch. Oh shit. Everybody, follow my orders. Actually, there's no point to do that because you can't recruit anybody but the flamethrower. So why'd I do that? I don't know. Maybe I was thinking, still in my old way of thinking that you can recruit the flamethrower, and I don't know. I should remember that you can't. I mean, you can't recruit the Beast Tamer. So if we all focus on that rock bomb, then it doesn't matter who I kill next. Yeah, see, I'm good. Oh, Musk has worn off. Not anymore, hasn't. We got plenty to work with. We're good. Just go to everybody, show no mercy, and except for you. There's no magic. Overall, it saves time to do that, and then just change tactics when needed. I just don't want him burn. He could burn all his magic, but it's all fire magic. And the enemies down here, I don't know if they're gonna be susceptible to fire or not. I know the flame torches won't, but the others might because they're not living flame like these guys. Who knows? I don't know. A lot of times in areas, the entire monster population is immune to the element that they're representing or that they live in. But I know these guys can be hit with fire. Now I'm being quiet. Probably because I'm looking at the time, realizing I'm 10 minutes in and haven't even encountered that many flamethrowers. That in itself makes me upset. Okay, there's one flamethrower. Yay. One more chance to recruit anyway. If I could exploit the Beast Tamers for more of them, I certainly would, but we've already established what he summons. Bag of Laughs, Cure Slime, and whatever the elephants are called. He's not going to summon anything else. Sometimes he just gets in a rut of summoning like just infinite cures, which is kind of fun, but doesn't help any when you're trying to get something else. And of course, Hot Bogs. I don't think you can recruit those. I got the Mud guy. Yeah, the Mudslinger. I don't get the Hot Bog. This is what I want, guys. Come on, more of these. Because I know... See, the Torch guy I don't want, because all the fire abilities he has, other enemies or monsters also have. You know, dragons have fire breath and stuff. Even the small fry has the fire breath, the second level fire breath. And that's kind of the highlight of this Torch guy too. So you wouldn't have to spend all this time trying to get the Torch unless you got him serendipitously. That is, quite by accident. Get him by accident, then fine. Which is just fighting him on the way down to the boss and suddenly he has to join you. Which almost happened with the Killer Armor that I recruited. I mean, 3 encounters in I get him, that's basically just walking through. Poppet's level's 18, maximum HP 6, MP 4, average stat, but he learns Absorb Magic. Okay, so that's Rob Magic. It's useful, but it's a utility thing. I don't know how much it's going to steal. See, that could be painful right there. Good thing I can't recruit any of these things. And of course I don't get the flamethrower. Call them human torches. Not referring to the comics in any way, just the movie canon of the X-Men movies. Because I know that they based them off of the comics. They got the idea for the characters off the comics, etc. But we all know that the X-Men movies are their own world, their own canon, their own universe, okay? So, for a moment... Crap. Let's just take... Okay, tactics, everybody. Yeah, follow orders. Just for a moment, let's just take the canon of the movies. And consider this for a moment. Remember Blob? Did you just call me Blob? No. Yeah, well anyway, Blob's mutant power... Oops. God damn it, everyone. Just show no mercy, and tactics, you can use magic. Okay. Blob's mutant power, or whatever his name is supposed to be, we all call him Blob. His mutant power, as you know, is immovable mass. He can't be moved, which is why he could stuff his fist and arm in the cannon, the tank cannon, and the shell that it fired blew up the cannon and not him. His mutant power is immovable mass. If he doesn't want to be moved, you can't move him. Okay, fine. Now, we all know in the comics, again, the movies are not using comic book canon. But we all know that in the comic books, Juggernaut's power is magical. It comes from a ruby and a tablet inscription. And it's bestowed by whoever, I don't know what race invented that power. I want to say Lilandra's race, but I probably would be totally wrong because it's the only alien race I'm familiar with in the X-Men series, and only just in passing. Anyway, so, but in the movies, Juggernaut is not from magic. It doesn't have his power from magic. He just has power of momentum. When he starts moving, he cannot be redirected. He can't be stopped. I think you guys know where I'm going with this. They've never explored this avenue, but remember in The Dark Knight. This is what happens when an unstoppable force hits an immovable object. Well, what happens if Juggernaut collides headfirst into Blob? I really want to start a discussion on that, because Blob is immovable, Juggernaut is unstoppable. I have a hypothesis based on some facts of what it means to be immovable or what it means to be unstoppable. Oh good, I'm actually encountering more fire troops as I'm talking about this. That's pretty good. So, I feel that both would get redirected. You might say, well, you can't. Blob can't be moved. Yeah, but there could be a time-space warp around him when Juggernaut bowls into him that in his plane of existence, then, Blob is not moving. But, just like a black hole, how it warps gravity and even light, I think that if they collide, I'm not saying they'd make a black hole at all. I'm saying that in looking at that type of principle, I think that there would be some sort of curvature of space-time, and that Juggernaut would he would run directly through Blob, but he wouldn't actually make contact with Blob, because as Blob can't be moved and Juggernaut can't be stopped when they collide, there would be some sort of quantum shift between their particles. I leveled up. Clayton goes to 28. 8. Oh, Clayton is going up pretty fast. He's already at 28. 8 hit points, 1 magic point, just like always, and abysmal stats. So I think that space-time would warp and cause Juggernaut to basically phase through Blob. Blob doesn't move, Juggernaut doesn't stop. That is my hypothesis, and I don't think any of the creators of the X-Men canon, movies now, not comics, I don't think any of those people are going to ever listen to my little speech here in the middle of this let's recruit monsters and ever think that, you know what, there would be a quantum shift of matter, and Juggernaut would keep going, Blob would stay there. If that were the case, would it create a gravitational field when he phased through, or would it be like another goodie bag? I don't need another goodie bag, sorry. He looks awfully hurt, I know. Anyway, so I do think that that would happen. It would be a quantum shift and he'd phase through. But while he's phasing, it might take a long time. As a matter of fact, it might be instantaneous for them, but while they're phasing, the time on the outside might take a very long time. And so there'd be this massive energy where they're colliding, and it would take a very long time. Hell, tens of years, maybe. And then finally, when he comes out the other side, for them it's instantaneous. Like the speed of light, you know. But for everyone else, they realize that they found a way to time travel. They found a way to leap ahead in time. Because he's basically quantum shifting his matter. Or, on the flip side, it takes them a very long time, but for us, we see it as instantaneous. So they age rapidly, but we see it as, oh, they just passed right through. But they're stuck in this limbo for a very long time, phasing through. I would go with the former. I don't like when you guys give me this kind of crap. There we go. So I think it would be instantaneous, and I think there'd be a warp of space-time. Show no mercy, tactics, you... Actually, I can show no mercy with you, and let's just find out what happens. He's got a whip, so maybe he'll just attack anyway. Poppy goes to 21, HP 3, MP 6, and okay stats, not bad. So, what do you guys think? You think there would be some sort of shift? I think so. And even if it's instantaneous, and even if no time travel occurs between any of the parties, even though I am in favor of them leaping through time that way, just for variety's sake, even if it's instantaneous and no one travels through time, there would be a warp of gravity, I think, around them to try and deal with the quantum shift, and they'd kind of suck in things around them. Not necessarily a black hole, okay? But I think there would be some sort of attraction there. Because we're talking about a lot of quantum energy, and we still don't understand quantum physics or quantum mechanics. So that's my thing, and I would keep talking about it because I'd like to write some fan fiction on it. Well, in another universe, I'd write some fan fiction on it. I am too lazy and too caught up in my own affairs and methods and projects to even consider just writing fan fiction on a movie series that I don't even care about. Do I hate the X-Men movie series? Actually, no. But do I think do I weigh every movie equally in that series? No. No, I think that some movies were better than others. And some people think that some of the movies were abysmal. And I can see where the arguments are. And I personally don't think that all the movies, every one of the movies I don't think were horrible movies. I do think that a lot of them could have used improving. But I am not a filmmaker. So I don't know the scope of the movies, and we got a Seed of Wisdom, yay! I don't claim to have any background in it, but oh man! Actually, wait. Let's just see if this works. Yes, it does. Kill the flamer. Sweet. Thorn Whip. I don't need your Thorn Whip, Beast Tamer. But hey, thought that counted, right? Anyway, if anyone watches this other than 2 people, which I thank you guys, you 2 people who do watch my shit. If anyone's watching this and just wants to post A Seed of Resilience. Yay. Alright. I think... Well, you heard my views 6 times already. That's just got me thinking. They don't actually explicitly explain what Blob's power is, but in the comics it's he can't be moved. And you can see that with what they did there, with his punching the tank cannon and it blowing up the cannon. Yeah, so there you go. We know that he can't be moved. Or you might say, well, it depends on the strength of the mutant. If Juggernaut's mutant power has been honed stronger than Blob's inability to be moved, then Juggernaut would win. If Blob's mutant power is on a stronger tier, then Juggernaut would be redirected. Because then you can always play in the power factor and say, well, some mutants are stronger than others. Maybe both of them are at the same class. Maybe they're both tier 4s. But like Blob's power doesn't even require any activation or any physical thought on his part. Gambit's does. He's got to charge the shit. Cyclops doesn't, obviously. His shit's always on as long as there's sunlight. Like Jean has to focus for her power. Wolverine doesn't have to focus for his healing factor. So that's kind of the same principle of Blob's power. And since Wolverine's... Oh shit, you guys killed the Rock last, you bastards. Okay, if he's on the left side, they'll kill the Rock first. If he's on the right side, they'll kill the Flame first. AI, you're pissing me off. So, you might argue power. Well, he doesn't have the power. He's weaker. He's stronger. And they do mention power in the area. You know, like you're a category 3, you're a category 4. I want to think that means that they're on categories based on a logarithmic scale. So when you get to the next tier up, you're times 10 the tier below you. Like how they do Richter scales, which is why a 6 is so much more dangerous than a 5, and not just by 1 point, because it's on a logarithmic scale, which is base 10. So if it's tier 3 versus tier 4, and since Blob's power doesn't have to be activated, it's always on. If he just stands still, he's rooted. And so if you want to hone his power, he has to be rooted while something's constantly pushing on him. And that would be how he trains it, I guess. Although I don't really know how you would hone his power. Some mutants, they don't need training, like Leech. Leech doesn't need any training. Like, for the movies now, we're not talking about the comics. His power is just always on. It's in a bubble, it's a sphere around him. But could he hone it and make it stronger? Could he extend the sphere of influence of his power? And, well, possibly. Omni-heal. Figured you'd do that. Yeah. I do have a chance to recruit another one, but I don't want another one. Seed of Strength. The elephants have seeds of strength. Yay. Okay, so, Fire Guy. You're the only reason I'm here, dude. And just so you know. And I did not recruit... Did I recruit an enemy last... I don't think I did. I recruited the goodie bag, but no. That was the episode before, wasn't it? Remember my thing, I only do 4 episodes of grinding before I make a cut. This is either the first episode we haven't recruited or the second, and I'll have to go back and look. I think this is the second. And if that's the case, then we've only got 1 more hour after this video of recorded grindage, and that makes it easier on me too. But if I record, I mean, if I only record at the beginning of the video, me getting the flame, then that means that that's going to start the next episode, and you might not get another recruiting. But I guess that's fine. But in a way, it takes away the mystery of who I'm going to recruit, because you'll know. Well, okay, he didn't recruit the flamethrower in 4 episodes, so we know the next episode he's going to get it. But then again, I guess it would still hone some mystery, because what am I going to get next, right? Poppet goes to 19. 7 hit points for magic, and basically 1 everything except, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1. Alright. God, if you could recruit these, that'd be great, because they're everywhere here. Come on, Human Torch. There you are. Now recruit. The last time I recruited him was in this volcano too. You can find these guys in other areas of the game, but I don't think you'll find them till much later, so this is the most ideal location to look for these guys. Okay, so what have I talked about? The X-Men movies. Yeah. Alright, who's going up? Clayton. I was gonna say Clayton. He's only got one more level, too. HP 8, MP 1. What else is new? Yeah. Musk has worn off again. This is the last Musk for this episode, okay? I know some episodes run over 30 minutes, so this is gonna be the last Musk. Because I'm at 25 right now. 25:19 or something. So, I gotta make sure I count the Musks or count the time. Here we go! This is what I want, guys! You know this! Give me the flame. Give me Flamer. Too bad you guys aren't gonna summon them for me. Okay, so we talked about the X-Men movies. I've talked about... that's pretty much it. Maybe some monsters. Like the Omni Heal thing, which is really cool that this guy gets Omni Heal. I just really wish he had Insulate. But nope, we're going to save that for the King Cure Slime. Well, don't let us recruit the Curer, and don't let us recruit the King Cure Slime, and give Heal Slime, Insulate, and Revive. See how it works, guys? You don't need 3 recruitable healers in this game. Because, well, their philosophy is you'll ditch Healer, and you'll get Cure Slime. Because he has a lower max level, and comparable hit points. Actually, I think his hit points might be lower compared to Heal Slime's max hit points, but in order to get those, you have to get to level 99. And then they say, well, then we get King Cure Slime, who only goes to level 20, not 50, who gets comparable MP and hit points in a much faster period of time. And he gets all the revive spells and starts with Omni Heal, and his MP pool is actually lower than Heal Slime's MP pool. But you'll probably not care. Actually, I shouldn't have done that, because the Rock Bomb is going to be the last one. Yeah. If I recruit him, I'll be pissed, because it could have been the fucking Flamer. That's like the 3rd time I've fucked up the recruit chance on the Flamer. Bugs me. Okay, this one you can't fuck up. Yeah. Clayton? No. Poppy, 22. These guys, yeah. They're leveling up okay. Pretty quick, all things considered. Gertrude needs hundreds of thousands to level up. Chromio needed 300,000 last time I checked, so he's going to be stuck at 16 for a while. Even with this 500 EXP per battle kind of thing. Actually 300 for that one, but you get the idea. These guys don't give good EXP. 160, so 80 a pop. They're just good for gold, and you'll want them for that. I've recruited 2 now, but only accepted 1. Because why would you ever need a second one? Oh, come on, you have a whip. You probably could have killed him. Clayton, right? Gertrude, no. HP 5, MP 1. Gertrude, you're not impressing me with your MP pool. And we get Monster Munchies. Who was the last one we killed in that battle? I can't remember. Was it... Okay, it was after the 2 jeweled bags. Was it these guys? Or did these guys drop the Seeds of Wisdom? I don't remember, damn it. Or is it the Monster Tamer that drops the Monster Munchies? Probably. That would make sense, because he's a Monster Tamer, so he would need the Munchies to help tame the monsters. I'm grasping at straws here. Yeah, definitely. Like, why do brownies have Monster Munchies? Well, you could say it's a play on their name itself, a brownie. Yeah. A delicious dessert snack. A brownie is a snack and a dessert. And not all desserts are snacks. Like, you wouldn't serve yourself a slice of baked Alaska and consider that a snack. Because that is a fucking dessert. I love baked Alaskas, but okay, the musk has worn off. It is time to get out of here. Spells, magic. I'm glad the slime has evac, though. That makes it all worthwhile. I think I only have 2 episodes left before we cut this out. So, tune in next time. I hope we get the Flamer. It turns out we didn't get it this time. Gonna have to just use a Chimera Wing. I can buy these. I don't give a fuck if I'm wasting them. My statue's wings can just wait. I'm not really building a statue. I'm just coming up with a reason why I'm collecting all these. And of course, they're going to revive the hero. I don't care. And about the wife, I'm probably going to pick Bianca. Yeah. Yeah. Look, I'm up to 388,000 again. So, What do I care about dropping $80,000 when I just got it back? Yeah. Alright. Yay. Well, let's save. And we'll call this an episode. Again, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think about that Juggernaut versus Blob. And okay, I have to make sure I save in the right area. It should be the top one because permanent logs, adventure. Yeah, of course. Actually, I can save in either one because I still haven't killed the boss yet. And now we save and quit. Alright, everything's good. And just let me know what you think in general about anything. Start a conversation, I don't care. Alright, see you guys later. Thanks for watching.